Dear students, in this video we will study continuity of a function. A function is said to be continuous if there is no break in its graph at some particular point. What is the meaning of left and right continuity of function? A real valued function f(x) is said to be left continuous or right continuous, or we can say a real valued function is continuous from left if for given epsilon positive, however small, there exists a positive real number delta depending upon the value of epsilon such that f(x) minus f(a) is less than epsilon. That is function difference of function and value of function at point A. This difference becomes very small, less than epsilon, for a minus delta less than x minus x less than a, that is in the left delta neighborhood of point A. Symbolically we can say left limit of f(x) is equal to the value of function at point A. Similarly, a real valued function f(x) is said to be right continuous or continuous from right if for given epsilon positive, however small, there exists a positive real number delta depending upon the value of epsilon such that f(x) minus f(a) is less than epsilon whenever x lies in the right delta neighborhood of A. Or we can write symbolically limit of f(x) as x approaches to A from right is equal to f(a). Now we define continuity of a function at a point. A function is said to be continuous at point A if given epsilon positive, however small, there is a positive real number delta depending upon the value of epsilon such that f(x) minus f(a) is less than epsilon for x minus a less than delta. Or we can say that limit of function at point A is equal to value of function at point A. This means limit of function f(x) as x approaches to A is equal to value of function f(x) at x equal to A. Then we say that function is continuous. A function is said to be continuous if it is continuous from left as well as right continuous. A function is which is not continuous at a point is said to be discontinuous at that point. If f(x) is not continuous at x equal to A, then f(x) had to be discontinuous at x equal to A. Discontinuity of function f(x) can be in the following cases. First, f(x) is not defined at a point x equal to A, then f(a) does not exist, that is the value of function does not exist at point x equal to A, then we say that function is not continuous, or we can say function is discontinuous. Secondly, limit of function does not exist. In this case, the following cases can happen. First case, left limit of the function does not exist, or we can right limit of the function does not exist, or both does not exist, or both exist but not equal. Third is limit of function exists but limit of function is not equal to value of function at x equal to A. Limit of the function exists but the value of the function also exists but they are not equal. Next है kinds of discontinuity. First one is the removable discontinuity. If limit of the function exists and value of function also exists but they are not equal, that is limit of function is not equal to the value of function at a point x equal to A, then we say that function is discontinuous, and this type of discontinuity is known as removable discontinuity. Second kind of discontinuity is discontinuity of first kind. If left limit of function at x equal to a and right limit of function at x equal to a both exist finitely, but they are not equal, this discontinuity is known as discontinuity of first kind. Next, discontinuity of second kind. If left limit or right limit of function does not exist, then f(x) is said to be possess discontinuity of second kind at point x equal to a. Now we take some examples and check the continuity of the functions at some point. In this example, function is defined as f(x) is equal to n minus 1 when x equal to 1, and function is equal to 1 minus x raised to power n upon 1 minus x when x is not equal to 1, where n is a natural number. We have to check whether this function is continuous or discontinuous at x equal to 1. If discontinuous, then state the kind of discontinuity. We have function f(x) is equal to n minus 1 x equal to 1, and f(x) is equal to 1 minus x raised to power n upon 1 minus x when x is not equal to 1 for all natural number n. Limit of f(x) as x approaches to 1 is equal to limit of 1 minus x raised to power n upon 1 minus x as x approaches to 1 is equal to, this is a 0.0 form. Now we factorize the numerator and we get the factor 1 minus x into 1 plus x square plus and so on plus x raised to power n minus 1 upon 1 minus x. This common factor cancelled out, then we get is equal to, this limit is equal to 1, limit as x approaches to 1 is equal of function 1 plus x square plus x raised to power n plus n minus 1. When we put x equal to 1, this limit of this function will be equal to 1 plus 1 plus 1 up to n times. That is, the limit of this function will be equal to n. And further, value of function at x equal to 1 is equal to n minus 1. Limit of function exists, and also value of function at x equal to 1 exists, but both are not equal, because the limit of the function at x equal to 1 is equal to n and value of function at x equal to 1 is n minus 1. Both are not equal, therefore this function is not continuous at x equal to 1, and this type of discontinuity is a removable discontinuity. See this example. We have to examine the continuity of the function, and the function is defined f(x) is equal to square root of 1 plus x minus square root of 1 minus x upon x when x is not equal to 0, f(x) is equal to 1 by 5 when x is equal to 0. At x equal to 0, f(x) is equal to 1 plus square root of 1 plus x minus square root of 1 minus x upon x when x is not equal to 0, and f(x) is equal to 1 upon 5 when x equal to 0. Limit of function as x approaches to 0, we have to examine the continuity of the function at x equal to 0. Then we take the limit of the function as x approaches to 0. Limit of the function when x approaches to 0 is equal to limit of 1 plus x square root minus square root of 1 minus x upon x. By rationalization, this is also a case of 0.0 form. This will be equal to, after rationalization we get limit as x approaches to 0, 1 plus x minus 1 minus x upon x into square root of 1 plus x plus square root of 1 minus x. After simplification we get 2x upon x into 1 plus square root of 1 plus x plus square root of 1 minus x. This x cancelled out from the numerator and denominator, and we get this is equal to 2 upon square root of 1 plus x plus square root of 1 minus x, limit as x approach to 0. If we put x equal to 0, then we get the limit of this function comes out to be 1. Also the value of function is equal to 1 by 5 and limit of the function is equal to 1. Both are not equal, therefore function is discontinuous, and this type of discontinuity is removable discontinuity. Now we take this example, fx is equal to square root of 1 minus cos 2x upon x when x is not equal to 0, and fx is equal to 0 when x equal to 0 at x equal to 0. In the case of discontinuity, state the kind of discontinuity. Fx is equal to square root of 1 minus cos 2x upon x when x is not equal to 0, and fx is equal to 0 when x equal to 0. By using trigonometry, this fx is equal to 1 square root of 1 minus cos 2x upon x can be written as 1 minus cos 2x is equal to 2 sin square x square root, and this will be equal to under root of 2 into modulus of sin x upon x when x is not equal to 0, and function is equal to 0 when x equal to 0. Now, because function involve modulus of sin x, therefore we will check the left limit and right limit of the function whether these are exist or not. Left limit of function when as x approach to 0 from left is equal to limit of the under root 2 modulus of sin x upon x as x approach to 0 from left. We put x is equal to 0 minus h is a very small positive number. For left limit we put x is equal to a minus h, here a is equal to 0, x is equal to 0 minus h is a very small positive number. As x approach to 0 from left, h approach to 0. This left limit will be equal to limit as h approach to 0 square root of 2 into modulus of sin minus h upon minus h. This will be equal to limit h approach to 0 under root modulus of sin minus h will be equal to sin h upon minus h, and by using the formula sin x upon x limit as x approach to 0, this is equal to 1. By using this formula, limit of sin h upon h as h approach to 0 comes out to 1, and the limit of the function, left limit of this function will be equal to minus under root 2. Now right limit of function when x approach to 0 from right will be equal to under root of 2 sin modulus of sin x upon x as x approach to 0 from right. Here we put x is equal to 0 plus h for right limit where h is a positive very small positive number, and h approach to 0 as x approach to 0 from right. This right limit becomes equal to limit h approach to 0 under root of 2 into sin h modulus upon h. Because h is a positive, therefore sin h will be positive, and modulus of this sin h will be equal to sin h. Sin h upon h, limit h approach to 0 will be equal to 1, and the right limit of the function will be equal to plus under root 2, because left limit of the function is minus under root 2 and right limit of function fx is plus under root 2. Both left limit and right limit are not equal, therefore limit of the function does not exist. Therefore function is discontinuous at x is equal to 0, and discontinuity of the function is of first kind. Now we check the continuity of function at x equal to 0, and function is defined as sin inverse modulus of x if x is not equal to 0, and fx is equal to 0 when x is equal to 0. Left limit of function will be equal to x approach to 0 from left, sin inverse modulus of x is equal to limit as x approach to 0 from left sin inverse minus x, because when x approach to 0 from left, then modulus value of modulus of x will be equal to minus x. This is equal to limit as x goes to 0 from left minus sine inverse x, because sine inverse minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. We put sine inverse x is equal to t and x comes out to be sine t. When x approaches to 0 from left, t approaches to 0 from left, and this limit becomes equal to limit as t approaches to 0 from left of minus t. Now we put t is equal to 0 minus h. H is a very small positive number. As t approaches to 0 from left, h approaches to 0, and this limit becomes equal to h approaches to 0 minus 0 minus h, which comes out to be 0. The left limit of this function comes out to be 0. Now right limit of this function, limit as x approaches to 0 from right of sine inverse modulus of x. For positive x, modulus of x is positive, therefore this limit is equal to limit as x goes to 0 from right sine inverse x. If we put again sine inverse x is equal to t and x comes out to be sine t. As x goes to 0 from right, t approaches to also 0 from right, and this limit this limit will be equal to limit as h approaches to 0, 0 plus h, and limit of this function is equal to 0, and right limit is also equal to 0. Left limit of the function is 0, right limit of the function is 0, and value of function is also equal to 0 at x equal to 0. Left limit, right limit and value functions are all equal, therefore function is continuous at x equal to 0. Now see this example. Fx is defined as modulus of x minus a upon x minus a when x is not equal to 0, when x is not equal to a, sorry, and fx is equal to 1 when x equal to a. We have to check the examine the continuity of the function at x equal to a. Now left limit of this function, as x goes to a from left, modulus of x minus a upon x minus a is equal to, we put x is equal to a minus h. H is a positive real small, very small real number. As x approaches to 0 from left, h approaches to a from left, h approaches to 0. This limit will be equal to a minus h minus a upon a minus h minus a. Here we have put x is equal to a minus h, and after simplification, this will be equal to limit h approaches to 0 minus h modulus upon minus h. Modulus of minus h will be equal to h, and this limit comes out to be h, which cancelled out. This limit, left limit of this function comes out to be minus 1. Now right limit of this function, when x approaches to a from right of x minus a modulus upon x minus a. Here we put x is equal to a plus h. H is a very small positive number, and as x approaches to a from right, h approaches to 0. This will be equal to modulus of a plus h minus a upon a plus h minus a. This a cancelled out, and this limit comes out to be equal to limit h approaches to 0 modulus of h upon h. This will be equal to 1, because left limit of the function and right limit of the function are not equal, therefore limit of the function does not exist and function is discontinuous. Now we take this example. See this example. If greatest integer function x, then show that fx is equal to greatest integer less than x equal to x plus minus greatest integer of minus x when x is not equal to 0, and fx is equal to 0 when x equal to 0, is discontinuous at x equal to 0. Also we have to find the kind of discontinuity. Now left limit of this function, x approaches to 0 from left, of fx is equal to limit as x equals to 0 from left greater than 0 of x plus greater than 0 of minus x. Here we put x is equal to 0 minus h for left limit, where h is a very small positive number, and h equals to 0 as x equals to 0 from left. Here we put x is equal to 0 minus h, 0 minus h. Because h is a very small positive number and the greatest integer of this 0 minus h will be equal to minus 1, because immediately left integer of 0 is equal to minus 1, and this total 0 minus h is less than 0, and greatest integer of this 0 minus h is equal to minus 1, immediately left integer of 0. Again, greatest integer of 0 plus h, this 0 plus h is a number greater than 0, and immediately left integer of this 0 plus h is equal to 0. Therefore, total limit of this function as h equals to 0 comes out to be minus 1. Now, right limit of this function, x equals to right 0 from right, fx is equal to x equals to 0 from right greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of minus x. Here we put x is equal to 0 plus h, h is a very small positive number as and h equals to 0 as x equals to 0 from right. H equals to 0, 0 plus h plus minus 0 minus h. Now, greatest integer of h, because h is a very small positive number, greater than positive number, therefore greatest integer of h will be equal to 0 and greatest integer of minus h will be equal to minus 1, and total limit of this right limit of the function will be equal to minus 1. Both left and right limit are equal, therefore limit of this function exists and is equal to minus 1, but the value of function at x equal to 0. This means limit of function is not equal to value of function. Therefore, fx is discontinuous at x equal to 0, and this discontinuity is of first kind, removable discontinuity. This discontinuity is of the kind removable discontinuity. So, students, these are some examples in which we have studied how to examine the continuity or discontinuity of a function at some points. In the next video, we will discuss some more examples about the continuity of function. So, thank you, students.